This is a special video today. I wasn't even supposed to film anything. I'm just doing it as there's a lot of questions coming in. The market freaked out a lot of people, so people are asking me all questions about all sorts of different aspects of things. So I thought what I'll do is I'll do a special video today really quickly, just telling you exactly my entire philosophy about the markets. And it got my attention the other day. They're talking yesterday about a failed rally. And it wasn't a failed rally. The market opened higher and then eventually just gave up and fell lower. But if it was a failed rally, that got my attention because that is one of the most negative signs for a stock market. When the shares are trying to climb back up and then they fall during the day. That is a failed rally. And that's another sign among dozens that we've been talking about how the stock market is in a really dangerous place right now. So then you ask, what should you do? Should you sell everything? Should you panic? Listen, here's what it is. I believe, and I can't tell you personalized trading advice, I'm wrong 100% of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about, make your own decisions. I believe that, and I'm going to tell you too what I'm doing so you can see that I put my money where my mouth is. I believe that the next 2 weeks to 2 months will be a bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a bounce back for the markets. And I believe that that would be a wise time if you haven't done it yet, if you haven't listened to me for the last long number of years, that would be a good time to lighten the load with a lot of these stocks that are not in the two groups I'm going to talk about, which are oil and gold. Everything else, in my opinion, is really risky, likely to come down a lot in price. And you saw the other day when it starts falling, how quickly all of a sudden everyone can just get freaked out. And I believe the one thing is you don't want to do now is buy the dip. I believe that will be the single most ineffective and financially punishing strategy going forward through the last part of this market top. We've got a last gasp rally, maybe a blow off top, and then that's going to be it. And why do I say that? Because of everything I explained to you in the last so many videos. If you want to see any of those, go back and see what's going to happen with this market. I've been wrong before. You can't call tops and bottoms. Maybe the market turns out like Venezuela and they just print so much money that the market goes to the moon. But for my part, I believe, especially with everything going on in the world right now, it's time to step aside, lighten the load, get out of all risk. You can come back in a couple of months if things calm down. But if you're going to be thinking about buy the dip, I would say instead sell the climb. When it goes higher, use that as an opportunity to take money off the table. You want to go to cash as much as you can. You want to be cash rich because a lot of amazing discounts are going to be showing up as the market collapses. But if you're a subscriber to the Peter Leeds Speculative Stock Newsletter, you will have seen every trade I've made. You've seen the holdings I have in my own personal portfolio. And you saw what was in there. Oil company, production company, oil production company, gold production company, gold production company, just a bunch of oil and gold. Why is that? Because the one thing that's going to override the coming stock market weakness will be a flight to safety like gold, will be a risk commodity like oil. The war is so close to accelerating significantly, and it won't take months and months to do that. It will take as long as it takes until, and all of a sudden you're on the other side of things, on the other side of the world where it was before the war broke out more and after the war broke out more. You can divide your entire life from that point, before and after. When things light up in the Middle East, it will be absolutely monumental. Horrible, but monumental for every aspect of the economy. And I know this stuff more important than oil and gold and making dollars and avoiding losses. I know. And I sent out a special Peter Leeds Insider exclusive newsletter yesterday talking about all of this. And if you want to get the Insider exclusive, you have to become a Peter Leeds Insider. peterleeds.com/insiders. But here's what I said. And it was a reply to a question about should we sell the gold mining stocks that we own. Because if they're going to fall anyways, this is not the exact question, I'm paraphrasing, but if they're going to fall anyways with everything else, then why would you want to be invested in them holding them right before they fall if there's going to be a massive fall. Just like the other day you saw that gold miners fell pretty strongly. Not as much as a lot of the other stuff. And they're already recovering. The gold price is already going up higher today. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So he asked the question, and I said, the question is when and if we should lighten the load on the precious metals miners, then hope to buy back in after the fall. But the wild card is the war in the Middle East. Until there's a resolution or end to the conflict, do not, in my opinion, sell any oil or energy companies. And do not sell any precious metals miners. Also, expect an interest rate reduction and quantitative easing announcement on September 18th. Both of those events will goose the markets and inflation, breathing one last bullish run into stocks before the tumble begins. And I wouldn't want to be in the market right now anyways. You hear selling May and go away. What about selling August and go away? You got two of the toughest months for the stock market in terms of stock market crashes and drawdowns coming up, October and November. So now's the time if you want to get direct contact with me by email, become a Peter Leeds insider. And also you want to start considering, and remember, this is not me telling you what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you to do. Go to cash as much as you can. A lot of these stocks are coming down hard. And I've been talking forever about how the economy is weak, and I kept telling you the economy is strong, and now everyone's realizing it. And now I've been talking to you about the recession, and now everyone's realizing this weak economy is going to be a problem. So there's the economy, then you got the stock market, then you got the war, and there's so many things going on right now, each of which could be so tremendously pivotal that you want to be positioned to expect the chaos so that it doesn't hurt you as badly. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, and you want to be on the sidelines with a bunch of cash in your hand, watching these stocks become more and more valuable. Anyways, like I said, this had to be a quick emergency video. See you next time.